What?
Hands up.
Stop it, sir. Don't start.
That ain't gonna happen, especially
wow.
in trade show.
It's the old center court. Yeah. Where'd you get that at?
What's your camera?
I haven't got it yet.
Haven't got it yet?
Heard you talking about it.
Yeah, it's old school.
Isn't that pretty neat?
Yeah, it is. Pretty cool. On to Oklahoma State. What do they do? What do you like about what they do?
They really shoot. Probably got the two best shooters in the league, maybe in the country. I mean, they really shoot. They run. They spread you out.
Are you aware that they've got more wins in here than any other Big 12 team, including Kansas?
I worked for Brian Messerly. What do you think I didn't?
Yeah.
I didn't bring that up.
Yeah. Surprised you a little bit,
Several
though?
times.
And they beat good teams. You had some good teams that they've come in here and won last 2 years.
Yeah. I say it tactfully. The last one they won, Solomon ran in, pushed two guys down. You got a rebound, threw it to a guy in the corner. We're playing 5-on-3 with two guys on the ground. Come on. That's a fact. You can't dispute facts, right? They played great. I mean, when Brad was there, they came in and beat us and played great. We had beaten them handily and still won.
Gotten this Wednesday game out of your mind yet? And still sticking angle a little bit?
I never get it out. It's things like that aren't supposed to happen.
Still thinking about playing Trey?
Yeah. He had a good practice yesterday.
Is the idea there with Trey to get to the rim and maybe help Culver and those guys that can crash the glass and score, just to get somebody at the rim and get the ball to the rim?
No, the idea is try to win. Try to put guys out there that give us the best chance to win. We've got some guys that have already proven they're not the guy. He hasn't had a chance. Everybody else has had a chance. Not like they haven't had a chance. I mean, what have we had? Somebody said 11 different starting lineups or something like that. Like they haven't had a chance. I mean, probably not supposed to say, but I said it already anyway. We got guys you can't trust with the ball. You just can't trust them. You can't put the ball in their hands and think something good's going to happen, because it hasn't. So we gotta try somebody else.
Do you ease him in, or do you say, go get him?
He probably won't get in before the first 2 minutes or something.
Until the 56 mistake, huh?
I'll probably be pissed off by then.
What have you shown you that you all make this move?
Who, Trey?
Yeah.
He's practiced well. He's practiced well. He's our best athlete by far. Our best athlete. It's not even close. He made a couple plays yesterday that I haven't seen in quite a while.
Can he guard?
He's athletic enough to do whatever he really wants to do. I mean, he rebounds it, he straight line drives it. We don't have a straight line driver. I mean, we do not have one in the program, which is my fault. 100% my fault. I mean, I thought some guys could do it, and they can't do it. He's really athletic.
Yeah, Derek was athletic.
Derek's probably the fastest.
Jump higher?
I don't think Derek's got a vertical even close to what Trey's is.
You know, having said all that you've said, all those 3 games, it's a matter of a possession or two, and you could be looking at a different record there in all 3 games, coming down to the end there.
It was that way in 2010 that we won them. You know, No, I mean it's been that way. It's been that way. This isn't a league where anybody runs away and hides from somebody. This is a very highly contested league. I mean every game is. You got to find a way to win. We haven't been able to find a way to win. You can't continually go to the free throw line and miss free throws. They're called free for a reason. It's not that they don't shoot enough of them. They probably shoot as many as anybody in the country. We just don't make them when we need to make them.
Coach, we were talking about bringing dudes in. Is there any other changes you would make or you'd like to?
No, but I'm welcome to any suggestions that you might have, because I'm out.
You mentioned Matthews. Is that a possibility to give him a few more minutes? Or?
Yeah. He hasn't hurt us when he's been in the game. He hadn't made shots, but he certainly hadn't hurt us.
Fans, supporters, we get stuck on starting five, and you said you changed out a bunch, but if you are tinkering with things or changing things, is finishing five not going to be maybe most reflective of what changes you're trying to affect?
I don't think there's any doubt we got some guys that don't need to be at the end of the game. You know, it's one thing for it to happen once. You don't blame them when it happens once or twice, but when it continues to happen, it's my fault if I continue to let it. It's not their fault for not making a play, because I should have known by now that they can't. That's my fault. 100%.
Still see an effort from them in practice? Are they giving you the effort you want? You don't have to coach effort?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Yeah. So it's not quite there then.
Depends on the day. We're not very workmanlike group. You have groups where they just come in, but we're spoiled too, because JC and Dax wouldn't let them not practice. JC, Dax, Tariq, Tavon. Different kind of motors.
Any doctor's report yet on Tonight's visit?
How about Beetle? Where's he at? You gonna go today?
He's banged up. He went yesterday, but he's banged up. He wasn't Beetle. He wasn't flying around.
He said he had to take himself out of K-State, which is unusual for him.
He plays. He's not the problem. He's been so banged up, isn't it? I mean, he hasn't shot the ball near like he shot the ball before. When you have the hand injury he had the elbow injury, and it's all been on his shooting arm.
You mentioned the crowd. What can the crowd do to help these guys along tomorrow?
Stand loud and proud. We need all the support that we can get. I think hopefully every game the rest of the way is going to be close. We've got to find a way to get over the top. It's just been it's been a messed up year from the beginning.
Preseason practice, Zags and Beetle. You've been kind of playing catch up the whole time.
Yeah, and they're here, they're gone, they're here, they're gone. It's been it's kind of been emotionally, I think, for everybody up in there.
Speaking of up and down. How do you smooth out Lamont? He gets 20 one day, nothing the next day, 21 the next, 2. How do you get it to 10, 10, 10, 10, 10?
Repetition. And I know they get tired of me saying it, but the guys that are in the gym are the guys that play well. I mean, if you came in here and tracked the guys that are in the practice facility, they're in here, they're shooting the ball. It's no muscular integration. I mean, there's no way around that. And when you don't do the same thing all the time, the muscle memory. It's not like our muscles remember things, forever. They don't. So you have to continue to remind them.
I'm at the age where I wish my muscles would forget.
At least you don't have to remember to bring a comb with you.
Have you seen anybody try to take that leadership role during this stretch at all? Anybody stepping up? Or?
I think Wes did for a while. But he's, 3 for his last 20-something? Hard to lead when you can't make a shot. There's a reason why the guys listen to Kevin James, listen to Deshaun Butler, listen to Jawan State, listen to Ron Carter. They led by example. That's the best leader, not some guy running his mouth.
What you were talking about the other night, straight line drives, giving them up and stuff like that. Does that change, like, how you'll practice now? Just to try to, I know you got a lot of stuff you got to cover as it is, but when stuff like that happens, does that change the focus of the practice at all? Or?
We work on it every day.
Right.
We've worked on it every day since the beginning. Alex Ruoff stopped in today, and he's like, Coach, it's you have to make yourself. When you go out there and stand on the side of a guy,
right,
and then you're surprised that he drives by you. This game is so much mental. And when you're not tough-minded, when you become complacent, you're not going to be very good at the game. I spoke to Jerry yesterday, and you just listen to him, and you realize why he was what he was. It's kind of, he just has that presence, that aura on the phone from California, and not that we ever have anybody like that, but I mean, that was Deshaun Butler. I mean, I'm not saying he was Jerry West, but he had that.
Just drive, work ethic.
That air of confidence. I mean, I can remember us scoring, I don't know what it was. It wasn't 20. We didn't have 20 at halftime against Villanova. And I went in at halftime and said, listen, we can't play any worse. I mean, it's got to be, we got to go up from here because we can't be any worse. And we go out and win the game. I mean, if I go in and tell those guys you can't play any worse, they'd probably try. Prove me wrong.
How much can a win solve some of the little problems that you're having?
One win ain't gonna do it. We need to string something together.
It's a baseball term. They say winning sometimes is deodorant, maybe. You kind of hide some of the flaws when you're winning. You buy that?
Can.
Yeah.
have to, they can't. I think, John, when you aspire to be good, when you aspire to be great, don't worry about that kind of stuff. I never ever worried whether, for instance, Deshaun Butler was going to stay after practice. Stayed after practice every day. I never worried if Joe Alexander would stay after practice. He stayed every day. I mean, we can go right down the line. I mean, you could come in here 2 or 3 hours before a game, and Javon Carter's in here getting shots. Javon Carter would change twice before the game started from the perspiration. We got guys running in here, man, just trying not to be late. And I don't know, it kind of, it blows my mind as the priorities. I guess when I was younger, it had been a lot harder for me to accept than maybe it is now. Not that I accept it now, but I would have been bonkers.
How can you change that?
What?
That
Going
attitude.
bonkers?
the attitude.
Trade. Make some trades.
Sounds like a next year fix.
I don't know, you know, we could maybe insert trade items and maybe he gives us that spark, because we're not, that's not like we're getting drilled. We're losing close games. Maybe he gives us that spark that we need. It's worth a try.
How'd that conversation go with him? I assume he was pretty all for it. So
He's excited. He made a play yesterday now that I haven't seen anybody make since like Casey Mitchell. I mean, he had a dunk over Derek Culver that was big time. We don't have anybody do that. Pisa can dunk because he's got such huge hands, not because he jumps. It's huge hands.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.